Now our last step today is to add some code so that this game over screen appears when we've lost all our lives. So click back on the code tab, and the basic thing we want to do, let's start with the logic. We're saying if, now let's make a new variable here. We're calling this one is game over, because that's exactly what it's checking. Is the game over? And I want to check if it's equal to a value. So is game over, and we're using a binary value here. So either 1 or 0. 1 means yes, and 0 means no. So we're going to change that value and then check from other places in our game. So we're saying if game over equals 1, because we're on, or let's name it quickly, game over, that's what we're calling this sprite. It's really good to name your sprites so it's really clear what's happening. Game over. If is game over, that's our variable, is equal to 1, then we should show, which means that of course we're going to hide when our script starts. Let's do some initialization. So we're going to set, let's do that first, is game over to 0. So that's going to set game over to 0, meaning nope, game on. Now if we ever receive, or when we check that this is true, then we're going to appear. And let's pop that inside a forever loop so that we always check if that's true. Now on all of our other sprites, let's bring this one down here and this one down here so it makes more sense visually, and game over to the end. I like that. We want to do basically the opposite. So let's duplicate this bit and drop it onto the bug. Now I don't know if that copied. Let's check. No, it didn't. Often you have to zoom out before you do that. Don't know where it went, by the way. Maybe a little turn up somewhere. Red dots. Red dots I'm going to delete and reduplicate again. So if is game over, then we want to do the opposite. We want to hide here. And we can pop that in here. Let's pop it above there. So this will hide the red dot if game over is 1. And then of course we want to make sure we show at the start. Now we may end up with a bug that I will, if we see it, tell you about. If not, I won't tell you about it just now so I don't confuse you. Let's do the same on the bug. So again, inside the loop, if game over is 1, hide, and we'll show above the top here. Let's give that a test now. So there's my red dot, my bug. Now coming down to variables here. No, coming down to health, sorry. If health equals 0, that is game over, and this is where we change our variable value. So if that's true, if we have no health, then we change is game over by 1. So it's starting at 0, ending at 1. So let's just test this out. If I get hit once, I lose a life. If I get hit twice, I lose a life. 3 times, lose a life, we disappear, and the game over screen appears. It's also running up here. That's not a problem. Green flag. Everything appears. We get to play again. We lose our lives. Game over. And that just runs up and up and up. For now, to keep things simple, we're going to leave that happening. Because we won't be showing these, so that's not an issue. Hit the green flag one more time. Bang. We're back in the game. Let's reduplicate our dots. Just going to pop them next to each other so it looks pretty and it makes sense. Get in there. Green flag. Off we go. If I get hit, 1, 2, 3, game over, green flag, back in the game.